What's up, guys? Chevaliers here, and welcome back to the real Road to Awaken. Well, didn't mean to have that team on. Welcome back to the real Road to Awaken. And as you can see, match are looking not too much. I missed a couple days. But this is without the claiming. Yet to grab any of these. A lucky dice reward, the 5-star check-in, and a selective that passed a few days ago, and all these delicious runes. Or not runes, but no, runes. You know, they came out with the compensation for the Air 6-star or 7-star ticket. So all the existing players got 1/3 of each mat, which is a pretty good compensation. There's been some here or there on whether or not, and the men on that we should have got a free Awaken, and then most players are pretty happy. I mean, I prefer, like, if I were to just get one generally, not speaking of, oh, this shouldn't have happened or should have happened, none of that, but just on the mat, just on the compensation itself versus, okay, so you get a 7-star ticket when you join, okay, not speaking, I'm not going to go into detail on that, but just, okay, a random 7-star versus 1/3 of each mat and a min. So technically you're dealing on 3 heroes or 3 mins, because the Awaken itself is a hero along with 3 others that have to come into Extreme It, either being that same hero or a min. So you're missing out on 3 different heroes, which is 700-ish rubies technically from the store directly, just for mins if you were going off that. But with 1/3 of each, you get to pick. I think for the most part, the most, like, overall from the player base, the players, like this account specifically, would be like maybe a week before, depending on how far away you are into the mats, you'd feel like, oh, that kind of sucked, you know what I mean? But I mean, I much prefer the 1/3 of the mats. Just more like, just get to choose specifically, as opposed to a random, you know, Saint Warrior, Holy, Afrita, Dean type of ticket. We're pretty close here. As you can see, we are done with Creation 1, done with Creation... No, we're almost done with Creation 2. We're basically done with that. So next week we will have Awaken Voros, or Ashana, but I'm probably going to go with Voros. Systems Destruction, yeah, done, basically done, basically done, orbs. But especially since they're specific now, which you can choose either of those or in a week. Probably going to go with Voros, though. Let's go ahead and take a look at these draws, but before I do that, since I missed a day or two, I'm going to get this 4 to 6-star draw ticket. Let's see what we pull here. Start off with this ticket. Got an Uroth. Humba. Blah, blah. Selective. Why couldn't this have been the selective I got on my main account? Well, all heroes that is just no thank you. And then this one ends up getting the one with the selective Scion. Let's just make sure. Maybe no, nah, fairy, but I can only do fairy. Same thing. Nah, yeah, we're going Scion. And the min and Aaron. RNG is not that much on our side today. Let me just make sure here. I believe it's 40 orbs, 35 chalices. If not, even without, it's been burning through a little bit of gems. We do have the 600 gem reward here. I'm saving that up, and if needed, 60 more. But hopefully not, since it's a worse exchange rate than the other 2 last gem exchange. So we're definitely good on gems. Yeah, it's looking like it's supposed to be there. Okay, now I like to go back to that topic a little bit with the... I had a couple comments, and I've heard from a lot of people about their opinion on the 7-star draw ticket. Again, if you feel free to, like, I've already had some people express themselves. One person that I didn't see their comment, I was looking in the where I can see everybody's comments, that there were like 4 that are expressing why the 7-star ticket would be like a necessity, like for Commutas bringing in new players and whatnot. Which, yeah, I mean, here or there. There's a bunch of different sides to whether or not it was good or not, but it was an error. It was an error notice, and I think that's fine, but I just think it should have been implemented a little bit differently. Like, what I think would have been nice to see is, okay, you don't start the game with an Awakened, because, I mean, it makes like the first, like with already getting a 6-star and then all the other 6-stars that you get while you're starting out and all the gold and whatnot, which expedites your position to getting another 6-star. The first two are almost, the first one is completely AFK with a 6-star. And the second one, I think some of the later stages are a bit tougher, and then Hell you kind of have to play. But for like, let's say half a Hell, maybe all of Hell, I'm not completely sure about it. Mostly is all just, you don't even do anything. You're not playing the game, as opposed to I mean, yeah, you're autoing for the first difficulty, but you kind of have to watch, and it's not like Awaken type. Awaken versus a normal 6-star hero. Plus, you get whatever talent it comes with, and even if it comes with a PvE talent, it's still going to help with the issue that I'm mentioning now. But I think it would have been better put, like, the quest guide. Okay, at the end of the quest guide, you get the Awaken. So you get to play for a week or two, or if you're, you know, like kind of like I did, a couple days. But even then, most new players wouldn't do that. Like, they take their time with it if they miss a couple days. And I've created so many new accounts that I usually remember the quest guide quests. So I was like, okay, I gotta make sure not to honor today so I can finish this as fast as possible, or whatever. Or maybe instead of, I'd have to do some kind of weird change, but for the first month maybe, instead of a hero researcher min, then you get it. Like, after logging in for 28 days, you get to experience the game for actual new players. For other new players that are just creating, I mean, that's whatever. They already know how to play the game. It doesn't really matter for them. But for legitimate new players, it kind of dilutes your experience a bit, in my opinion. I'm trying to just say singular here, because I don't want to talk about, okay, how this person in the player base feels about it versus at least me speaking about it. Feel free to comment it down below. But just on how implementation-wise, I think that would have been a better way to go about it. Quest guide, 60 days, or maybe instead of Saint Warrior Holy, once you finish the last stage, you're finally finished with the Hermes content, instead of a Saint Warrior Holy, just get rid of that completely. You get your Awakened hero, instead of just getting the ticket straight off the bat. I think that would be kind of cool. And it would stop all the spam of people creating new accounts to see who Awakened they get, which, I mean, it's fine, it's fun and whatnot, but I think that would be, for the new player base, it would be more worthwhile. Alright, once you finish the last difficulty in our first difficulty we came out with in scenario, you get to get an Awakened hero. After you kind of, okay, I got these 6 stars, this does that, not, okay, I have this weird 1-star hero, and I have these other heroes that just terrible in comparison. Like, yeah, okay, I want to get some more of these, but it's less appreciative of what it is. Like, I think the increase from, okay, we're starting with 3 and 4 stars to 5 and 6 stars is okay, but unless they get rid of some of the, I guess you can call it filler content now, and normal and hard Hermes, it's just, you're not even really playing the game. Like, super not playing the game with an Awakened hero. That's just my opinion. And I have a couple other things to say, but I don't want to talk like forever. And I held off on this video because I wanted to get some more entries, because I posted down in the description that the giveaway was on, but I've only gotten 2 entries, so I wanted to just try and let it sit for a little bit to see, because I could get 5 winners, but I only have 2 entries, so just 3 spots. So whoever enters their Hive ID, and I think it was like free Awakened heroes for newer players, like, will win the package. And the package that's going out for the last video, it's going to be like 2 hero draw tickets, 100 gems, and 60k. And speaking of giveaways, there's going to be a giveaway this video, and if I could remember my packages, I would tell you what exactly, but I haven't quite chosen one. It'll probably be somewhere along those lines. Maybe some keys instead of a hero draw, maybe a pet draw. I'll probably do the pet package for this week. Just like a pet draw, a hero draw, and some gems, I believe. I'd have to double check, but that's roughly what's going to be in this week's giveaway. And to enter that, as always, enter your Hive ID in the description below. And for this one, since I'm basically here or there, and I didn't get too many comments about it, which one if you were in this situation, what would you pick? Okay, I want to have as your first Awaken. I want to Awaken Voros or an Awaken Shanna. And just aesthetically speaking, we'll take a look at those. We have...
Let's get it over with so we can go have a drink.
I didn't turn sound... I gotta turn that off. I gotta make sure I turn that off. I mean, hers isn't that bad compared to, like...
Fear the power of beasts.
Fear the power of beasts.
Get ready for the war.
That's your voice?
Get ready for the war.
Okay. Well, anyways, we go to Dark Brothers. And one of the coolest Awaken skins, in my opinion. Oh god, but not the voice. Stop. Just turn... No, with sound effects off. You just made yourself less cool. Okay, but yeah. Looks pretty cool. I think all around Shanna's better, but Boros just looks awesome. Boros is still pretty cool. So, Shanna or Boros? Which one do you prefer? In the comments below with your Hive ID to be entered in this week's giveaway. And probably around Sunday or... Yeah, probably around Sunday again I will upload that video, maybe Monday. Just to try and get some more entries in, since next week, unless something goes terribly wrong, will be the last episode in this series. And I've had a couple other video ideas that I haven't had a chance to put out from some of you guys. But as a series-wise, like Road to Awaken, if there's anything you'd like to see consecutively, like, okay, someone wants to see an item video or a boss raid video, and for my boss raid stream video, I didn't get too many comments. I got a couple likes. I don't really know what that means, like, because no one commented, which was the main point of that video. I was getting a lot of views for some reason, but no comments, so that's kind of... I mean, the whole point of that video is to get some feedback. I got a little bit of feedback, but I could do, I guess, that as a series idea I do in boss raid, but something that can be more consecutive, like how Road to Awaken was, and then with the series like that, I'm able to do another giveaway for you guys. So anything you'd like to see, besides like, okay, I'm going to do a video here and there, you want to see this, I can do that, but series-wise, something you'd like to see. If not, I'm going to think of a bunch of little different ideas, but if you have any of your own, feel free to post them, and it may be the next series that will include some... I'm going to try and get some different giveaway options for... I feel like the people that have won are still going to come back, and even then, different rewards are always nice. Not knowing what to expect, even though I really don't actually ever say, but it's because a lot of the same people enter, and sometimes they win. Because a lot of people comment, but they don't enter, so... There's usually not that many entries, and sometimes you'll get like 12 or 15, which is a pretty decent amount, but it's still 1 in 3 to win, so it's a pretty high rate compared to most other giveaways. Like you see on those surveys where it's like, alright, here's a $20 gift card, but you have to go to like 40 different surveys, and you're like 1 in 100,000 to win this, maybe. But you also have to spend $20, and then this is just like, yeah, it's a 1 in 3, enter your Hive ID and some stupid thing that I say. But anyways, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.